Hi everyone, I'm Julia. My name is Julia Torellis. I am a fourth year medical student at the CUNY School of Medicine, and I am actually going to be a doctor in like 6 months, which is insane. So I really wanted to start this YouTube channel because I'm gonna be a doctor in 6 months and I want to document my journey throughout residency. I'm applying currently for internal medicine residency and I have dreams to become a cardiologist after that. So I really wanted to start to document this part of my life. I've always really been interested in YouTube. I also really want to give some tips to kids, people who are in high school or college who want to become doctors, especially Hispanic young women, to help them succeed or just answer any questions that come up along the way, because the medical journey can be complicated and there can be a lot of questions that come up along the way that you didn't even know you had. When I started my medical school journey, at my school there was this like mentorship kind of program that people could apply for to get a mentor who is a student that was like higher up than they are in the process. And I applied, but then I got this email that they had to redo all the mentors and we had to sign up again. And unfortunately I missed the deadline. So I actually never ended up getting a mentor. Because I missed that email and I didn't get to sign up for a mentor, I ended up navigating medical school kind of by myself and trying to figure out all of the nuances of things that would make me competitive for residency and for the future on my own, which was hard. And luckily I had a lot of friends who helped me. But being in medical school, it can be what I call sharky, where people just, if they get an opportunity, they keep it to themselves. They don't really feel comfortable with sharing it with other people because they're worried that someone might steal their project, or worried that if they share the experience with too many people, then it doesn't become competitive anymore, or it doesn't become as impressive as it was. So I hope to be able to point people in the right direction for things that they're interested in doing and things that will really help their application stand out for both medical school and for residency in the future. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey to becoming a doctor. I was born in New York City. I grew up in Queens. I went to Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Performing Arts in Manhattan, where I studied opera, classic vocal music. I sang opera, I learned opera, and I even had some dreams to make it big and go to the Met. Then I decided to pursue medicine. I applied to the Sophie Davis School of Biomedical Education, which was the name at the time. It's a 7-year combined BSMD program that's now known as CUNY School of Medicine. So after I turned 18, I graduated high school and I went directly into the medical world, essentially, of Sophie Davis, or CUNY School of Medicine. Basically, you spend the first 3 years in your undergraduate degree, you're studying biomedical sciences, and all of the courses are accelerated. So your summer and winter break is a little bit shorter, but you finish college, get it out of the way, you get all those prereqs out the way, and then you finish the last 4 years as a regular medical school. So the first 2 years of medical school, you're in lecture setting and you're learning about the body in a systems-based approach. So that means that you learn all of the normal, all of the ways that it works, all of the abnormal, and all of the treatment in one block for one system, like the cardiovascular system, and then you move on to the musculoskeletal system, and then you move on to the neuro system. You do that as you go through every single system in the body for the first 2 years. Then in the 3rd year, you start your clinical rotations. So you go to the hospital that your school is affiliated with, and you start to rotate through different specialties in medicine. You spend, it depends. You can spend like a month, you can spend up to 6 weeks, 8 weeks in one specialty, and you kind of learn what it's like to be a doctor in that specialty. You help the team, and you see your own patients sometimes, and you really just learn what it's like actually being in the hospital and actually being a doctor. So that's very different from the first 2 years of medical school. And then in the 4th year, you have the first half of the year, or it can also be in the second half of the year, a few rotations that you have left over to finish, and then you can also have some elective rotations where you get to experience other specialties that you didn't get to see in 3rd year, and that helps you to kind of decide, what do you want to do with your life? What type of specialty do you want to go into, and what type of doctor do you want to be? you also spend the time in your 4th year applying for residency. And then during the middle of your 4th year, you have to interview at all of the residency programs that offer you an interview for a chance to get into their program. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am interviewing for residency programs, and it's really crazy and it's really exciting. I'm gonna graduate in May, and I'm gonna be 25 years old. I'm gonna be a 25-year-old doctor. I'm like a baby. But I've gone through all of it. So I'm here to answer any questions. I'm here to give some advice, and my channel is really gonna be about giving advice throughout medical school and the experiences I've already had to help whoever it can help, and to document what's gonna happen next as I become a doctor. So thanks, it was really great to meet you all, and I hope you guys are around for the next video. Bye!